Some games are ahead of their time. Others are so behind their time they look like they teleported in 1988 in the wrong decade. Battle Monsters is neither. It's the kind of game that feels like it was made in a parallel universe where Mortal Kombat was produced entirely by a haunted camcorder and a group of enthusiastic high school theater kids. Released by the Sega Saturn, Battle Monsters tried to ride the wave of digitalized fighter hype. Mortal Kombat, Pit Fighter, Primo Rage, but instead of riding that wave, it belly flopped into the shadow end. You pick from a lineup of monsters to fight your way to victory. Sounds simple, right? Well, these monsters are electric. You got werewolves, vampires, lizard people, and characters who look like someone spilled coffee on the costume design sheet and just rolled with it. The roster feels like a Halloween party where everyone came as whatever was in the clearance bin. Imagine Mortal Kombat's digitized actors, but filmed in someone's garage with a green screen that's about 2 shades too bright. Every background looks like a screensaver from Windows 1995. With characters move like they're in slow motion and the animators, oh boy, actions have the fluidity of a flip book drawn by a sleepy 8-year-old. The best worst part, the scaling. Sometimes your fighter suddenly appears twice the same mid-match for no reason. It's less Battle Monster and more Battle GPEG. They got resized in MS Paint. The controls feel like they were mapped out by someone who's only seen fighting games in passing. Every move comes out a second after you press it, which means fights turn into awkward soft fights where both players are guessing what might happen next. Combos exist in theory, but in practice you better off mashing one button and praying to whatever monster deity is listening. And the jump physics, legendary. You don't so much jump as you hover slowly in the air like a helium balloon, then drift back down while your opponent decides whether to hit you or make a sandwich. The soundtrack is pure, cheap, CD-ROM energy, generic rock lifts, occasional spooky sniffs, and sound effects that sound like they were stolen from a Halloween cassette tape. Every hit makes a noise somewhere between a slap and a wet lasagna dropped on the floor. Playing Battle Monsters with friends is fun for about 3 minutes, right up until someone figures out the one overpowered special move and spams it into oblivion. Then it turns into a grudge match, not because the game is competitive, but because you're mad that you paid money for this instead of renting something good like Virtua Fighter 2. Some bad games have charm. Battle Monsters has persistence. It just keeps being awkward, ugly, and chunky in every possible way. And yet there's something fascinating about it. Like a bad B movie where everyone is trying so hard but failing in ways you can't look away from. So the final verdict, Battle Monsters isn't just a bad fighting game, it's a cryptic of the mid-90s gaming scene. It's ugly, it's stiff, and it feels like it was coded entirely in the dark. But if you're the type who enjoys digging through gaming's weird trash heap for oddies, this is a prime specimen. Just don't expect monsters so as mentally irritated partygoers in rubber masks.